Good morning, everybody. This is Coach LaTonya. I am a mindset and inner healing coach. I help teach, transform, and empower women to become the best version of themselves, healed, happy, and whole. Listen, I am doing my first edition of Talks with Tonya. I will do a video later explaining what that is. But as I got up this morning, I was checking my emails, getting ready to prepare for a client, and I received an email from a young lady who wanted to know what could she do to make her ex regret losing her. I want to touch on that a bit, but what I want to really say before I get started, everything that I say is said out of love. My intentions is not to hurt anybody's feelings, but my intentions is to push you into the truth. Okay? So, how do you make someone regret losing you? You can't. And when I say you can't, there is no way that you can make someone regret losing you who didn't mind losing you in the beginning. What we have to do as individuals is begin to focus on ourselves. What led us into this type of situation and what kept us in this type of situation for so long? When you're in a mindset, and that is the reason why I say change nothing and nothing will change. If you do not change your mindset, the same mindset that allowed you to go into this type of relationship will be the same mindset that leads you into an exact type of another relationship. Your mindset has to change. Your mindset right now should not be on what can I do to make an individual regret losing me. Your mindset should be what can I do for me that would help me not to repeat the cycles and the patterns that I've been getting into over and over again. That is why healing is so important. Do not focus on him. Focus on you. Because as long as you focus on him, everything that you do will be about him. And you'll forget about yourself. That's how we lose ourselves. We're focusing more on the individual who has gone on with their lives. And we're stuck in a situation trying to make them regret us, losing us, trying to make them angry and upset and I'm going to get, no, stop it. You have to focus on you and becoming the best version of you so you can be ready and prepared for the person who you're supposed to be with. So many women are stuck right now because you don't feel worthy or you don't feel as if you believe you deserve God's best. And that is an issue that says, I don't believe that I'm worthy. I don't believe that I'm worthy of God's best. I don't believe that I'm worthy of something better than what I just came out of. If you don't believe that you deserve it, who's going to believe it for you? Because it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what your ex says. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. If you do not believe that you deserve the best, you will always settle for what comes your way. Always. When I started my healing journey, I was broken, very bad, because this was somebody that I allowed to come back into my life and get a second chance. I had lots of regrets. But after I saw that 3 years had passed, he had gone on with his life, engaged, preparing to get married, and I was stuck. I had to sit down and have an honest conversation with me about how I allowed myself to go back to a situation that was not good in the beginning. If you sit down and you have an honest conversation, because there were good moments, but there were a lot of bad moments. So I had to sit down with myself and I had to ask myself, what was it or what is it that I'm holding on to? Ask yourself, what is it? Okay, you don't want to be lonely. If you are going to heal, you're going to have some lonely nights. You're going to have some lonely days. Nobody likes to relive and rehash the pain of a broken relationship. But until you do that, you will continue to recycle old experiences until you learn the lesson. Stop focusing so much on trying to make somebody regret losing you. Stop trying to hurt them the way that they hurt you. Because one thing I know for sure, you can never hurt anybody who never really cared in the first place. Some of us have dealt with abusers. I'm a witness. Some of us have dealt with narcissists. I'm a witness. They don't care. Because if they cared, you would not be where you are right now. Get honest with yourself. If you plan to heal, if you plan to move forward and get what God has for you, sit down and have an honest conversation with you about you. And when you begin to jot down the pros and the cons of your relationship, you will always see that the bad outweigh the good. Nobody or the brain likes to rehash pain. Pain doesn't feel good. But in order to heal, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, that wound has to be taken care of. Because if it's not taken care of properly, it will set up an infection. And I don't mean a physical wound. I mean a spiritual wound. I mean an emotional wound. It will set up an infection that has you stuck right in the process of where you are. And inside, you're dying and you don't even know it. Stop trying to make them regret losing you. Stop trying to make someone who never cared about you regret losing you. Find yourself. Heal yourself. So when the one that comes that you're supposed to be with, be healed enough that you recognize them when they approach you. That's all I have for you guys this morning. If you have any questions for me, feel free to email me at becomingher.co@gmail.com. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.